This video has spoilers for Earthspark episodes 1 through 18. If you have not seen the show, please click off now. So, Earthspark. We should all know the show by now.
Nightshade's pronouns are they, them.
It's now become one of my favorite Transformers shows. Prime is still one of my favorite and will still remain my top favorite, you know, for eternity. But Earthspark is almost at that level. And we haven't even finished season 1 yet. And it's greenlit for a season 2. Heck yeah! When I first saw Earthspark, I thought it was just going to be another Cyberverse to me. I like it, but it's not my favorite.
What?
Although season 3 of Cyberverse is really good and I highly recommend you check it out. Same for season 4. So because I love this season so much, I'm going to try my best to complete the cast. So far I've only got 2, but I plan on getting all of them. But that might be subject to change. Except that Leo one toy, yeah, that's not, yeah, I'm just gonna wait until it gets, you know, announced for a deluxe. They better make it. You better make Samus when you marry all of them, Hasbro, I swear to God. Anyways, onto the figures. I got Optimus for my birthday, and he's slowly becoming my favorite Optimus figure. For a warrior, he's really not bad, and he doesn't even look like a warrior. Even the size isn't bad, and the articulation is really good, as all the ball joints are, well, ball joints. So you can get him in some crazy poses, but there's no hand or foot articulation, so you gotta deal with that. But due to the gimmick, I can understand why there's no hand articulation. And yes, the axe is manual, not spring-loaded, so, I mean, that's a plus. The axe is the only weapon he actually comes with, but I've given him the Siege Optimus Prime gun because it actually looks really good on him. The Earthrise one doesn't look that well and looks kind of silly, and the Studio Series one is way too loose and, well, looks completely inaccurate. So the Siege will do. Now this Optimus does have a big backpack, but if you don't like it, you can simply take it off as it's not pinned on. You are left with a grey hinge on the back, and the abdomen can rotate randomly, so that's not really that good. But at least it looks cleaner if you want them to just be displayed. But I don't mind the backpack, so because I've seen worse. But yeah, so I keep it on. Okay, onto transformation. Now, there is a sort of way to do the transformation, which I will show you. But all we need to do is just get the arms out of the way. Use back heels into the feet. They just connect together. They'll probably unconnect later, but oh well. Let's just untab the back. Rotate this entire waist around. Bend the legs up. And now this is, oh well, first, remember to rotate the head around, because these ears, trying to get those in there, it's very difficult. So, there you go, and you don't have a face poking back at you, so. Alright, onto this. Now, sometimes the ball joints do pop off because they're on ball joints. So let's bend this, then flip this out. So, alright, so this is how I do it. This one, there is a tab right there that will go into that little peg in that arm, as you can see there. So you want to just do that, if I can do it. You want to get that, you're going to tab that in there, then there's a little peg there that just goes in there, and then there's a peg in the knee that peg goes in there. Boom, that's that arm. Get this out of the way. But this arm, you do it a little bit differently. Just do a normal G1 Optimus Prime transformation. Okay. So you see that peg on the axe? You do this one that goes into the thigh peg first before you do that, because when you go to do the axe peg, if I can, come on, there, it will automatically peg the arm into the truck boobs, and as you can see, that did pop off. You can just pop that back on, it's a ball joint, so it's fine. And then bang, and then press the knees in. They will, and there you go, there's truck mode. Yeah, so basically axe first goes into the thigh, then, but this one you do the chest first, like the tab. So basically you just do the tabs a little bit differently, and there you go, there's truck. Truck mode looks amazing. It's a mix of Bayverse and G1, and I love it. And yes, the feet do hang out in the back, but it's an Optimus toy made for kids, so I'm not surprised. Bumblebee is great, although compared to other figures, it does feel really cheap. Like, I'm sure it won't break anytime soon, the backpack, but it doesn't feel like the legacy quality we get nowadays. He does come with his gun, which I've realized on my copy only goes on the right hand, even though in the show he's seen with it on his left. Very weird. Anyways, he looks great with it on, with it actually looking like it's transforming out of his arm, which I personally really like. Scale-wise, he's the same size as my Optimus, and yeah, I'm gonna have to buy that deluxe version now. The shoulders feel a bit weird, and it makes the arms look a bit too small, and the doors are kinda annoying. In the show they were on the back, but here they sit on his shoulders, which can be weird for posing. Oh well. On to transformation. Alright, transformation. Now I have a lot to say about this because it has a lot of good elements to it, like mostly with the legs and just how the whole arm transformation works. But the backpack, ooh, yeah, we'll get to this in a moment, but we'll do the legs first. So what you want to do is rotate the feet and then peg these in, and that becomes the side of the door. That is amazing. I love that. Oh my god, that is so simple. And yet it works. I love it. Anyways, fold these sides around and then bend these legs like these, like that, and then fold the knees in. And for rubber mode, you push the knees into these pegs right there. Anyways, hands, do a generic fold in. Explains why it doesn't have hand articulation. And right, let's get into the backpack because this is the part I hate. So first, untab the backpack, and what you're gonna have to do is raise this up and then just pull while pushing it out. Oh, it's like, and then going back, you have to like push, like pull, and then try and get it in. And it's because of these stupid tabs that you don't even need, because the tabs go into there. Yeah, and then fold out this. Anyways, and then get these doors like these. Fold this down and then take these in like that, and that makes the front of the car. And then those tabs that go into the knee go into the back of the car, make everything secure. Then for this part, you're just gonna have to collapse the legs with the doors, so this clear tab goes into the lower leg, and that should peg in, and then peg that leg into that tab, and boom, there you go. Well, we have the arms. So for the arms like this, push them in, and there is a little tab. I don't know if you can see. There's a little tab in there. This little thing goes in. It's probably better if you did this before, before you tab the arms in. And there we go, all the shoulders, sorry. And there's car mode, and you can store the weapon on the back if you want, or you could store it on the top, which looks kind of dumb. I like to think of this as a booster engine or something. So yeah, that's car mode. Car mode is sleek, but those big ass blocks on the side of the car is kind of jarring, but it is accurate to the show, so I can't complain much. The size of the car is not bad, only being a little smaller than the modern day Deluxe. Alright, so that was the new Earthspark Warrior Optimus Prime and the Deluxe Bumblebee, and I gotta say, these figures are fun, and they are cheaper than the Generations Deluxe these days, so I'd recommend picking them up if you don't want to pay nowadays pricing. I'll definitely be picking up Megatron and Shockwave, but I might just stop there as there are other things I want at the moment. But if I see any on sale, then I'm definitely picking them up, as they are so much fun. Anyways, this has been my review on the two new Earthspark figures. Bye bye.